Have you ever felt the eerie pull of a place you know you shouldn't go? Emily did. She was always the curious type, drawn to old buildings and forgotten places like a moth to a flame. So when she heard the rumors about the old Larkwood house on the outskirts of town, she couldn't resist. People said it was cursed, that strange things happened there, but Emily shrugged it off as just another urban legend. One evening, with nothing but a flashlight and her trusty camera, Emily decided to see for herself what all the fuss was about. The house was older than she'd imagined, its windows dark like the hollow eyes of a skull. The door creaked loudly as she pushed it open, the sound echoing through the empty halls. Dust hung heavy in the air and the floorboards groaned under her weight. Inside it was unnaturally cold despite the warm summer night outside. An oppressive silence filled the space. Emily wandered through the rooms, snapping pictures, trying to capture every detail. The house felt alive in an unsettling way, like it was watching her. After a while, her curiosity led her to the basement door. It was slightly ajar, and an unnatural chill seeped out. Despite a growing sense of dread, she descended. The basement was dimly lit by the weak glow of her flashlight. Shadows stretched unnaturally across the walls, and a musty smell of mildew and decay filled the air. Her beam of light landed on an old rocking chair, moving back and forth on its own, creaking as though someone had just risen from it. Then she heard it, a whisper, a soft, raspy voice, barely audible. "Get out, Emily!" Her heart skipped a beat. She froze. The voice was unmistakable. It had said her name, but there was no one else in the room. She turned quickly, scanning the darkness, but saw nothing. The whisper came again, louder this time. "Get out, Emily, before it's too late!" Terrified, Emily backed away toward the stairs. The chair began to rock faster, the creaking louder, almost frantic. The walls seemed to close in on her, and the temperature dropped sharply. She turned to flee, but the door at the top of the stairs slammed shut, trapping her inside. Panicking, she turned back to the basement. The shadows seemed to move now, twisting and stretching, forming into shapes. There in the corner was a figure, a woman, pale and gaunt, her eyes wide and hollow, her mouth agape in a silent scream. Emily wanted to run, but her legs wouldn't move. The woman reached out to her, her fingers long and skeletal, her voice now a screech. "You shouldn't have come, Emily, it's too late." The flashlight flickered and died, plunging her into total darkness. When the authorities arrived the next morning, they found the basement door open. Emily was gone, leaving behind only her camera. The photos, when developed, showed a disturbing image, a pale figure standing behind her, its eyes locked onto the camera with a chilling intensity. No one ever saw Emily again, but every year on the anniversary of her disappearance, a faint whisper can be heard on the wind. "Get out, Emily."